Hi there, and welcome to your pick a card reading for July's prediction or expectations. So if you're new here, all you have to do is choose one of these three items or cards, and the timestamps will be down in the description box below. So this will be group 1, group 2, group 3. Okay, so when you click on the timestamps, it will take you to your reading. So pick whichever one caught your eye first, that will be your pile. If you can't decide, you can pause the video, close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself deep inside, what can I expect in July? And keep that thought in your mind. Take a deep breath, and when you're ready, open your eyes. Wherever they gravitate to first, whichever object grabs your attention first, that will be your pile. Okay, so I'll see you guys in your reading. Hello group 1 and welcome to your reading. So, what can you expect in July? Okay, so you guys got obstacles. Obstacles. You got water flight. Heaviness lifts, burdens are cast away, weightlessness. And you got the crab with shifty and unpredictable. So it's possible that for you, whatever obstacles were in your way, it's possible that in July these obstacles are lessened or taken away fully. But with the crab energy, it's telling you to just be cautious of what decisions you are taking or creating. Okay? Yeah, so with the crab energy, it says crabs are known for walking sideways in a sketchy manner and using their claws at potential threats. They teach us to stay cautious and not to engage with someone or something that we don't know that much about. You're being warned right now to stay back, retreat, or just get away. For some of you, it could be that you maybe it's family or friends or someone that maybe are creating obstacles for you, right? That are limiting you and preventing you from your full potential. And that's why the crab energy is telling you that you have to get away. And maybe because you travel, go on vacation or step away from whatever this is, whether it's work, family, maybe there has been some turmoil in your relationship with someone. So removing yourself from the situation and giving yourself time to breathe, time to reflect, think, and just calm down can help a lot, right? Maybe that's the weightlessness that you are in need of. Because sometimes when we spend a lot of time around people, doesn't matter who it is, it can even be, people that you really love. When you're constantly around them all the time, you can go a little crazy, right? Because heads will butt, arguments will come up, you won't maybe see eye to eye, or maybe even if you agree with someone, you'll disagree just, to spite them, whatever it is. But you need space, okay? You can't be around these people or this person constantly. You need some space too, and they need their space. But July is bringing in some ease with whatever this is, because you're being asked to get away for a while. Okay, so It's interesting, you got the Ten of Wands right under the obstacles card, because it feels like you guys have a lot of weight on your shoulders. Whatever this is has been weighing you down a lot, or maybe you've been working way too much than you needed to and you burned yourself on both ends. But in July, you guys are being asked to take the time to be around those that you truly love, or do things that you truly love doing. Okay, something, you need to step away from whatever this hard or heavy energy was, and you need to get back into doing something for your soul, something that makes you feel passionate and joyful about. Okay, you're being asked to look at things a little closer, to see what truly is. Okay, don't put your own judgments or ideas or fantasies onto things. See them as they truly are. There are people sometimes, and maybe you do this too, and it's okay if you do, because realizing that you do it will then help you to start to, learn from it and do things differently. But there are people out there that may like or love someone because of the fantasies of that person, instead of them actually seeing that person for who they truly are. Okay, it's like they build them up in their head in some specific way, and they act towards them as that fantasy. And I don't mean like a sexual fantasy. I mean just like, they create this person to be in some way when they aren't like that. When they're, just totally different type of people. Okay, so you have to start seeing things and situations for what they truly are and how they truly are. Okay, if you are, let's say, with someone just because of the good memories that you had back whenever, it's like those are memories. Even if you like walk away from them, you'll still have those memories. They're not going to be erased. But you can't hold on to someone just because of how well it started, right? Because along the way things aren't good, and you see that, you know that, right? So you have to take a closer look at your situation, at the people around you, but you have to remove yourself from them, because you can't focus on what truly is if you're in that situation, right? Because it's only just going to create chaos. You need to step away, have some time to breathe, to relax, to take everything off your mind, and then when you're feeling better, then have some reflection time. But you are being asked to possibly let something go. With the Three of Swords, that's basically a heartbreak. Something either will have to be let go, something will have to die off. You'll just have to make a decision that's best suited for you and your life and how you want to thrive. It feels like you've been knowing or feeling that it's the end of something, but it's like you were trying to force it to still be there in your life. And this doesn't even have to be a person, it doesn't even have to be a situation, but it could be something that you're doing, whether it's career or some hobby or something that just hasn't been doing well, and you're seeing that this maybe isn't for you, but maybe the idea of that is scary. Maybe you don't know who to be or who you are without this thing in your life or a part of you. But with the Three of Swords, I mean, swords are thoughts, right? So this is heavy. This is something that weighs heavy on your mind, but it's something in a way that you need to say goodbye to or let go of, because you keep holding on to something, and maybe that's why there's so many obstacles and chaos and this heavy energy upon you, right? But now that you know what this is, and once you make that decision to just let go and let it be, you are then creating that weightlessness, and you're feeling so much more free afterwards. Remember, the Three of Swords, this is just mental heaviness, right? So once you do let go of it, you're going to start to feel a lot more free mentally. So July for you guys has I guess it has a learning curve along the way where you have to see your situation and the people in your life for who they truly are and what it truly is. You can't glamorize, fantasize, or create something that isn't there. And you can't try to fix someone when they are who they are. They've shown you who they are. So you just need to remove yourself from the situation a little, to breathe and to truly reflect and see what it truly is that you want for yourself. Because life is too short to be living a lie or living in some delusion or fantasy or something that isn't real. And you can't blame other people in a way, because remember that energy attracts like energy. If you've been attracting the wrong stuff, then you need to look inside, reflect, and try to see what needs to be changed within in order for you to start attracting the right people, the right circumstances, the right situations, the right opportunities, okay? So it's not always the other person's fault. The other person is who they are, just like you are who you are, right? So, and I'm not saying that if something bad happened that it's your fault. But if something hasn't been healed, then you're just going to keep attracting the same of whatever that energy was. So group 1, I wish you guys luck. And remember that this is a general reading, okay? I do personal readings as well. All the links and everything will be in the description box below. Check out my Ko-fi page, that's where you can help me and support me. Everything goes back into this channel. I can do even more readings within the week and not just once a week. It just depends on, how much support I get. So I wish you guys luck, and I hope July is amazing for you guys. See you next time. Hello group 2, and welcome to your reading. So let's see what you guys can expect in July. You got wisdom. You got Song of the Siren, the calling, summoning voice to acknowledge. And you got anchor, stopping ground. Every ship has an anchor that is used to lower into the sea in order to help the ship stay in place and not get moved by the water. Have you been moving around like a whirlwind recently? Right now, you're being asked to stop and ground yourself to something. Maybe you lost focus and are all over the place. Stop and take a moment before deciding on your next direction. So for you guys, it seems that you do need to ground yourself in July. Maybe you have been all over the place, but once you stop and ground yourself, that's when the wisdom comes. Because you can't hear a message, you can't receive a message unless it's fully quiet and calm. Right? Imagine a million radios turned on at the same time and you get a phone call. You're not going to hear what the person is saying. Right? So you need calmness and quietness in order to receive wisdom. That's the same as the quote, you know how intelligent someone is by how much they talk. Because the more a person talks and yaps, the less intelligent they are. People who are quiet and observant, they have more wisdom and intelligence because they are willing to listen. They're willing to see and not place judgment, but just to observe and see how things are. And that's why they have wisdom within themselves. Look at any wise man or woman, whoever, right? An older person or, just anyone that you know that is truly wise. And you'll see that they only tend to speak when they actually have something to say. They're not going to keep talking just to talk. So with the Song of the Siren, and because of the wisdom in the grounded card, I feel like something is calling you for the coming month, right? For July. Something is calling you, but you won't be able to hear or notice it unless you are in a state of calmness. So whatever chaos is happening in your life recently, you need to sort it out. Okay, you need to sort out whatever this is, because this opportunity that's coming your way could be significant for you. So what I'm seeing here is that there is a sort of prison that you're in, whether it's a mental prison, whether it's your environment that feels like a prison to you, right? There's this heaviness. It could be that you're going through some sort of an addiction, an obsession, just something that is maybe even a temptation, right? Something that is imprisoning you in your own mind, type of thing. And it's possible that someone comes along that will release that heaviness, that will help you on this journey, or at least make it easy for you to help yourself. Okay, so there could be someone, something, sort of guide in a way, or some sort of help that could be on its way to you, okay? But you just need to ground yourself so that you meet the frequency of this person in order for them to walk into your life. And this doesn't even have to be a person, this just could be an opportunity that ends up easing this heaviness or burden or whatever this is. It could be that you meet your own tribe, right? People that can see things in your perspective, that you feel connected to, and for once align with other people, right? Maybe you've been having a hard time with the people that are around you because no one really understands you. You feel like you can't talk to people about certain things because maybe they're more shallow. Maybe you want to talk about deeper stuff and you can't because they don't get it, or they don't believe in what you believe in, or things like that. But it's possible that in July an opportunity comes to you where you actually get to meet people that truly align with you, that you can truly sit down and talk with, and just have deep discussions with. And because of this, something will open up deep inside of you, that you feel more expressive and creative and just aligned in a way. It's like something, it will feel as if all this time you've been asleep or in some state of a coma or something, right? But after these events that come, after this shift that happens, and these people maybe that you end up meeting, and it might not even be a social thing, it could be through co-workers, right? You never know where these people will come up. Or maybe even bonding with the people in your life that you already have, whether it's family or friends, okay? Maybe you've been so distant, and rebonding with them, you'll start to notice that they have been on a journey too, and maybe even they become deep and aligned like you have, okay? So however this happens for you, because of course it'll be different for everyone, this shift is going to make you feel more alive in yourself. It's going to help you express yourself better. It's going to help you with your creativity if you're a creative person. It's like you're going to be more defined, because look where you start off, right? Can you see that? You see that cage, or not a mermaid inside, or merman, what is that? I think a mermaid? Okay, that's where you start off. And this is where you end. Not end as in death, but like, with the Queen of Cups. You start with the Devil card and you end with the Queen of Cups. And look at the colors. Look how murky and dark and muddy these colors are. And then look how vibrant and beautiful, okay? So in July, whatever happens, you are going to go from this to this. Okay, you're going to be more defined, more solidified in who you are, what you want in life. So be wise and know your audience. Okay, you can't talk to everyone about everything because not everyone will be ready to hear certain things, because everyone is on their own journey, right? You can plant the seed, right? You can tell them some things that just plants the seed a little bit, but let it go. Let them sort that out, because eventually that seed will sprout and they too will start seeing life maybe how you see it. Not just how you see it in your perspective, but just knowing that there's more than what they're seeing currently, okay? So just remember, stay grounded. Don't be all up in the clouds, okay? And create a calmness, okay? Have a moment every day where you're at your calm place, okay? This could be a walk, and don't do like the same thing every single day, right? Change it up a little, because you never know when this opportunity will be calling out to you. So you could meditate in your home, and maybe the insight or the knowledge will suddenly, as they say, download into you, right? Or you could be going on a nice solitary walk with maybe your dog or something, and just, enjoying the nature around you and everything. And you never know who you meet along the way, right? Maybe another person that you haven't seen in a while, or another dog owner, and you guys start talking, and then suddenly, the more you know about them, you start to see that there's some connection, right? So you don't know how this will happen. So let's change it up a little every day, but have that moment to yourself where it's just you, where you can just be calm and in that quiet state, okay? Because that's when the wisdom comes in. Okay, so practice this in July, because this shift is going to come in and it's going to be better for you than what you have now. Group 2, I wish you guys luck. Remember, I do personal readings. The links will be down in the description box below. And remember to check out my Ko-fi pages where you can support me. And any support I get goes back into the channel and, my art or anything like that. So I wish you guys luck. I hope July is an awesome adventure for you, and I'll see you next time. Hello Group 3, and welcome to your reading. So what you guys can expect for July. Wow, you got chaos, the unseen, too much is hidden from you, and you got the pouch, assets and resources. There are a variety of different items that could be found in one's pouch. Sometimes it's coins, and other times it could be medicine or even gems and jewels. What resources do you have that could help you in your situation? Everyone has something. Maybe it's time you took inventory and noticed the things you already have that could help you currently or to get you ahead further. Okay, so July is bringing you guys some sort of chaos. Now, this doesn't have to be chaos as in like something bad is happening. It could be chaos as in like you're so busy that you're all over the place. Okay, so it could be busyness, it could be just the amount of things happening, right? Because summertime is the most unpredictable time. It's when things and situations and people are most active, right? So it could be that you're constantly on the go somewhere, that you're maybe even if you're on vacation, just traveling from place to place, or experiencing all these different things and being, maybe busy with work, or just chaos can be different for everyone. Currently, what could happen is unseen, right? We don't know what this is. But with the pouch card, you have the resources in order that could help you with this chaos. Okay, so maybe time management, maybe organizational skills, or maybe actual physical resources, something that you will need and already have in order to make this less chaotic, or it doesn't even have to be the physical, it could be mental. Maybe you have the skills that are needed in order to sort this out, okay? But don't be afraid, don't resist, okay? Things happen the way they happen. So this is just telling you that things can get chaotic in July, but if you don't overreact and take the time to gather your resources in whatever way that is, and whatever it is, you could easily, or even just, ease things up a bit. Okay, so don't be afraid of whatever this is. Right now it seems scary maybe, right? But it's like, think about a day that you had that was so chaotic. If you knew ahead, not what will happen, but just how chaotic the day will be, you would be scared and you wouldn't want to go through it, right? But the day came, all these things happened, and it ended. And that was that. You gone through it, things, happened how they happened, and that's it. You moved on, okay? So this is like that. It doesn't mean that your life is going to be chaotic. It just means that this month could be a little chaotic, okay? Maybe with, I don't know if there are any planetary alignments, like I don't know if there are any retrogrades or something happening that might be affecting whatever this is. Maybe some plans that you had won't go as planned, right? As the saying goes, if you want to make God laugh, just tell them your plans, right? So it could be that the way you plan something won't go. Maybe there'll be a hiccup along the road. Maybe there'll be other steps you'll have to take to sort this out, whatever it is. And it doesn't even have to be that the full month is chaotic. It could just mean that some sort of chaos is coming. They just have to be prepared for. Gather your resources in whatever way that is. Because I had those times too when I thought, okay, I need to go to the city for this one thing. It's going to be easy. I'm going to go home right away and that's that. Nope, I went to the city. I went to one place and then it seems that, where I needed to go, that place moved to some other location. I went all over the city, 5 different places, from one end to the other end, walking, mind you. It was chaotic. It was all over the place. And instead of just coming back an hour later, I came back 2 to 3 hours later just to get this one thing sorted out. Okay, so that's how life is. Sometimes you plan and think things will go smoothly, and then all kinds of chaos corrupts and breaks loose, okay? But that's just because maybe you weren't meant to go home right away, right? Maybe something prevented you and made the chaos because something else was happening that would have gotten you in an accident, or that you maybe, because you spent more time than you wanted to somewhere, maybe you came across something or someone that was beneficial to you, right? So you never know how life works, okay? Universe keeps us on our toes a lot. It doesn't want us to fully feel comfortable all the time, because then you aren't growing, you aren't evolving, okay? So sometimes chaos is necessary. That's why I say don't resist it, adapt to it. So group 3, July is going to be very significant for you because these are big changes that are coming your way. And it's possible that these shifts and change in this chaos happens in order to prepare you mentally. Because you have 2 sword cards and nothing else. You aren't balanced. Okay, if you were balanced, we'd have swords, pentacles, wands, cups here. But you only have swords. Now, it's possible that this shift and this chaos is needed in order to shake you up mentally. Maybe you have an old pattern of beliefs or believe in something that is a lie that you were programmed to believe, and that's why this chaos needs to happen in order for you to start seeing things differently. For some of you, this could be an internal chaos, a sort of battle with yourself, maybe from the old you and the new you, and you not knowing who you are deep down because you're still holding on to something that isn't a part of you anymore. Or maybe you came across some information that goes against to what you've always believed, that you were so ingrained in, and now you don't know what to believe, and you don't want to believe this new thing because it will destroy this illusion you thought that made you feel better. Or you don't want to believe that all your life you believed in this lie, right? Maybe you feel shamed or humiliated because of that, but you shouldn't. Remember that everything is meant to make you grow and evolve. So don't feel shame in something that you believe that was wrong or that you did and regret. It's like the fact that you regret it is already proof that you evolved and that you're growing. With the Lover's card here, it shows a mermaid looking at what looks like a mirror at herself as a human. So it's interesting because both of these cards seem to symbolize some sort of internal reflection. Maybe you need to start loving yourself more. Maybe this chaos that is happening is really internal. Maybe you're battling yourself too much, and now you need to start seeing yourself in a loving way. You need to let go of the past, of the worries, of the old beliefs, whatever it is. This chaos, whatever is happening in July, that will shake you up mentally, that will start to change the way you see things, it's going to lead you down a path of some sort of enlightenment. Okay, your intuition will start growing if you start accepting the truth and start listening to your inner knowing, not how you feel, okay? Because a lot of people start to identify as all kinds of crazy things because they feel that way. This isn't a feelings, because feelings, they can change, okay? This is an inner knowing. That part of you that you can't explain but just know something, okay? Once you start partaking in things that your intuition is guiding you to do, to say, to whatever, that muscle is going to get stronger, okay? And it can help you to understand yourself, your true purpose. It could guide and lead you through life so that you are on the right path of things, okay? And you have the full moon in the moon card as well as the high priestess card, because the moon is a symbol of intuition, of that inner knowing, right? Because at night we don't see things as clearly as daytime. But using your intuition, you don't have to know why or how. You just know. Okay, that's what the moon does. The symbol, at least, of the moon, because our moon is fake, but it basically leads you down a more enlightenment. I don't want to say spiritual because people think, spiritualism is religion, but I'm not talking about religion here. I'm talking about something more divine. Okay? And in order for people to become more enlightened, more spiritual, more in their divinity, chaos needs to happen. Because the spiritual path isn't an easy one. It's not this hippy-dippy, always happy, always love and peace. It's not that. War can sometimes also be spiritual because you're fighting for the right cause, because you don't want to stand down and accept someone to remove your culture, to remove your traditions, to replace your people. That can also be spiritual. Standing your ground and defending what is right so that it isn't erased, so that it isn't replaced. Okay, look at Archangel Michael. For an angel who's supposed to be sweet and loving, he has a sword. He's fighting off the devil. Okay, so spirituality doesn't mean always being in this peaceful state of mind and this peaceful, loving light and things like that. It means being part of truth. Always choosing truth, no matter how difficult, awkward, or hard it is to face. You face it. And it's going to sometimes to be solitary road because a lot of people aren't ready to wake up. A lot of people want to defend a lie or this fantasy. But that's why they won't make it in the future. Because this deceit, this fake way of living is starting to crumble down. Just look at celebrities that were once so left-leaning and all about this destruction and chaos and things. Look how quickly they have started to change. Look at the celebrities that once had evil tattoos on them that are starting to take them off. Look at the people that were once into satanic or dark side of witchcraft that suddenly got baptized. So things are changing. And I'm pretty sure that you started in some way to feel that change in your own life, in whichever aspect it is. So don't resist the chaos. Accept it. Allow it and see it as a way to transform you into something better. Because you're basically going from this young Page of Swords, right, to this powerful High Priestess. Below the sea with just some moon shining in, right, some knowledge being gained with mental clarity, to being above the sea, right underneath the moon, and connecting with your divinity. Don't be ashamed to feel wrong or to be wrong. Accept that you were, grow from it, but always choose truth. So group 3, I wish you guys luck. I hope that July carries a lot of excitements and rewards along with the chaos. And remember that you do have the resources and the power to ease this and to move along with it. Okay, you aren't helpless here. It's possible that maybe someone does come along and helps you with it. Whatever the case may be, always listen to your intuition. It will guide you, even if things don't make sense why it's telling you something. Listen to it. Act on it. Okay, if you have a strong feeling that you need to be somewhere, go there. If you have a strong sense that you need to say something to someone, say it. Even if they get angry, maybe you need to tell them that truth, and they'll get angry for it, but that is going to plant a seed in their head. And at least you know that you said it. That way, if something happens, your conscience will be clear that you at least said it. Okay, because there are people out there doing stupid things that will get them killed. And if someone doesn't say something, it's going to tear at their mind, why didn't they say it when there was still time? Okay, so whatever your intuition is telling you, act on it, do it. Just remember that intuition is a sort of knowing. It isn't voices in your head. Okay, if you have those, seek medical attention of some kind or a therapist. Okay, it's not a voice. It's just a knowing. So group 3, I wish you guys luck. I hope it's an adventure. Comment below and tell me if there is some chaos currently in your life, and if you see in July that there chaos starting to rise up, come back to the reading if you remember, and if it's not too personal, tell us what it is, and let's see what sort of chaos comes up, because I'm truly curious to know now. So remember that I do personal readings. You can find the links to that down below in the description box. And don't forget to check out my Ko-fi page. It's where you can support me. All the support goes back into my channel. I can do multiple readings a week if I get more support. So I wish you guys luck, and I'll see you next time.